podcast where we dive into everything from life, love, and relationships. Real talk, no filters. I'm one of your hosts, Tiffany.
And I'm your host, Danielle Lachey.
And I'm C Wade, give you that male perspective.
And I'm Billy Ray, part of the 5-5, and we back at y'all with another one.
All right, what's going on tonight, guys?
A whole lot of something. Apparently, we're having a conversation about exes tonight.
Who wants to kick it off? Who wants to kick it off?
All my exes live in
Okay,
Texas.
I have a question. Do you guys think that you can still be friends with your ex?
Can I have content clarity on the question? Friends with your ex or friends with your ex when you're with someone else?
Either one.
I think you can. I just think you need to set boundaries. Like if you're with someone, then I wouldn't say you should be calling that person like friends. Like if y'all see each other out, then y'all can be cordial. But it shouldn't be like no daily communication or anything like that.
Billy, what you think?
If one is in a significant relationship with someone, I don't think that there should be anything with an ex. Because what's the point? What would be the point of having anything with an ex? We're talking about friends. Gainell said if you see them out in cordial, that's general cordial with everybody. That don't even fit the qualification for friend. A friend is somebody you have dialogue with often, not maybe not every day, but there's a closeness that comes to friendship. And if that relationship is no longer a relationship, to one point that I think maybe Tiffany you said earlier, unless there's small children involved,
You're still co-parenting.
yeah, that's a reason. But just to be friends, I don't know that that's a wise set of usage of time.
Carl, what you think?
I'm thinking, why
Oh,
in the heck you gonna be friends with your ex? They're your ex. What are you trying to respark, rekindle? Now here's the thing, because it's always a thing with me, and
yes.
and I don't want to sound. I'm gonna say there are double standards in this world, but I think it's more acceptable for a man to deal with their ex when there's truly nothing going on versus a woman dealing with their ex because it's going to always be something going on.
Whether the woman wants to or not, because we know men. Is that right, sir?
Yes.
It's not about y'all, because I know you're looking confused.
Oh yeah, I
It ain't.
am.
It's not about you. We know us as men, and what we're telling you is, as an ex, if we have access to you in any communication style, there is potential to cause conflict.
Even as a man, if you are in a relationship with someone else and you still have to communicate with your ex, there could be a possibility that there's some extracurricular activities going on because you are communicating with each other.
There's the potential.
But
Mm.
why would it be a potential if you are in something?
Remember that that's the nature of a man. Now, if you're saying if we're in a significant relationship, it should not. But if you're friends with an ex who it does not have somebody, if there's a guy who does not have a woman, and you're with a guy, just trust your brothers when we tell you that that is a potential for conflict. Because Carl, do you care? If your ex is with a guy and you have access to your ex and you're talking to her and communicating and y'all still friends, do you even care anything about that guy?
If it's my ex, no.
Guys don't care about that guy.
Just disrespectful.
Right.
Absolutely. This is true. And so I'm
Mm.
just saying when we talk about exes, that is a potential. Not all men will do that, but I'm just saying that's a potential to introduce conflict. Not known to y'all.
Interesting. Interesting.
Right, because I feel like we as women, Tiffany, I don't know if you can agree, but if we have an ex and they're in a relationship, uh, we don't want to entertain anything at all.
At all. No. Not in the least bit. But I want to piggyback off of what Carl said. Like, why in the heck would you want to be friends with your ex? And do you think though that keeps the door open? Like, let's say you're both single, but if you're continuing to deal with your ex, do you think that keeps the door open? And it's because to me, it would be harder to move on if you're still talking to that person.
And I'm just saying it. This is an ex that's truly your ex. You have no ties. You were in a relationship. There's no ties such as kids or
Right.
finances.
Right.
If you're done with that person, that relationship didn't work out, then you were in that relationship to be to one be to be intimate, to 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 try to move forward in being one unit, and it didn't work out. So if he is continued around you, he's still wanting that same access that he can get because he done either had it before or he's just going to linger around until he can get it. Especially
Mm-hmm.
if that's what he's on,
Potential for conflict.
which give it a high probable chance of something happening. So why would a man let his woman have continued communication with her ex?
Clearly that shouldn't happen because some people just don't
Right.
care if she got an ex or she's in a relationship. Some
Now, so
men
I
are
have a
just gonna,
question.
yeah.
So when we say ex and friends, would it be a conflict of interest if your ex like follows you on social media
Ooh.
and y'all friends on social media?
Why are y'all still friends? He's an ex for a reason.
Um, is the question, should your ex still follow you on social media?
Should y'all still follow each other?
I don't think so.
I'll say I do have an ex that follows me. I don't follow that person. And my thing is, if you want to follow and see what I got going on in my life as I moved on, do as you please. But there's absolutely no communication. You're blocked to the point where your emails go to spam.
I'm private. I don't want nobody on my page. My page is reserved for, or my social stuff is reserved for people that I can feel safe around. And if it's an ex, I mean, I'm not saying that they. I don't want them in that space. That space is sacred to me. So why would I want somebody who is no longer sacred in my sacred space?
So
What
what
do you,
if
what do
it
you think?
ended amicably and cordial, like no, hard, no enemies or nothing?
Yeah, they still don't need to be. They don't need that access stuff.
And give an example of amicably that we broke up. Like everything was fine, but we broke up. Like what's an example of that we're good, we just breaking up.
I would say like you both come to a mutual agreement, like some like it's just not working or y'all grow apart and
Mm.
but y'all still, have that friendship, but y'all see it's not working as a relationship.
Yeah, I mean, last year I didn't. We didn't have a traumatic breakup. We broke up because we had religious differences that were not going to last forever. We actually were good. We were good, but just because um, I concluded that that would potentially be a problem, we didn't have a problem as far as relationship wise. But I also understood that based on the level of seriousness in the relationship, that that was going to be a problem. So I mean, but she still doesn't have access to anything. She on quiet mode, like not to the point where they're in spam, but like if she sends messages, it's in an area where I don't
Hey
see them
now.
unless I go into the area for basically mute it because I just that's a safety thing. Not that there's anything bad, but that's just a make sure that I take time to heal, move on, because it just can't. There's no there's a 1% chance that she switches religions, and I wouldn't even ask a person to do that, and I wouldn't even trust it if she did, because then it would seem like she was doing it on purpose, and that's just not great.
I have a question. Do you think you should disclose who your ex is if your partner doesn't know your ex? Like, say your ex walks in a room and you're at a party. Do you feel like you should say, just so you know, that person there is, I used to date that person?
I think that's great communication with your significant other. That's a safety thing. Not that something bad is going to happen, but we talk about even on our last call about the importance of communication. Imagine if you don't say something and there was interaction, and then later they find, you don't for your significant other. Great dialogue and great communication, I think, helps all the time, even if it doesn't mean anything to the person that's you know.
But even if it's like no communication, like they walk into a room, they're not going to speak to you, you're not going to speak to them. Your ex wouldn't know unless you told them. Do you tell them?
I think if you're in a relationship and you try to be intentional, you you be transparent. You know, it's the difference between you know being being honest and being transparent because you can not be honest and not answer the question or not even bring it up, you know, but being transparent is saying, hey, this is what it was, this is what it is, and I'm just kind of letting you know so there's no issues later.
Me on the other hand, if it's to the point where I'm not talking and he ain't talking to me, because I'm gonna act like I don't see you. So ain't no need to say that's my ex because I don't even see you there.
Oh,
I
Janelle
mean,
done
if
brick
you're in a
wall.
relationship, you want to give your boo
Why?
thing your heads up, right?
Why? If I'm not talking to him and he ain't talking to me, why even bring him up?
Proactive versus reactive. I
I
know
don't see him.
you're saying you don't want to give that person energy, but
Right.
again, if it and it depends on the party too. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, if in passing, would you want to? Okay, maybe let's do the question a different way, ladies. Would you want to be informed if your guy is in a space where there is someone
Yes.
that's
You better
oh,
tell me.
okay, Gaynell?
Yeah.
So
I
Janelle,
just
if you're in a space with your guy and it just so happens that a young lady he used to date didn't know she was going to be there, would you prefer to be informed or would you prefer to not be informed and left in the dark?
I mean, if it's a situation where they're not, she's not coming up to me, or they're not talking, like I'm ignoring. No, I don't care because he with me.
But what if he steps away and goes to the restroom and she just happens to
Well,
catch him?
Thanksgiving.
that's a whole different thing now.
Now,
Ooh,
you done took it
Right,
somewhere else.
right. That's a whole different thing. Yes, I want to know.
That's what I'm saying. Because you never know. You
there's
never know
always
when you're
more.
mingling.
But if it's not, yeah, if it's that scenario, yes. But if it's like to the core, like I can't stand him, he can't stand me, there's absolutely no communication, no conversation. We both look the other way. Why even bring it up?
I
Right. And
guess
I
I
also
just don't
think
want to be.
too.
I don't want to be out of the loop. Like, especially if you're in a party and we all and everybody knows people, and my significant other is new to my circle. I don't, or I'm new to his circle. I don't want to be the one out of the loop. Like if
And
I'm
now,
going to a party and he's not going to talk to her, she's not going to talk to him, but other people know that you dated. Like I don't want to be the one that don't know. Like
well, I
let
get
me
Exactly.
that
know.
part. I get that part. But other, even with that, you're gonna be checking out. Is she looking at my man? It's just gonna be like
Uh,
looking
that's a
and see.
that that might be a seed of insecurity if you start thinking that way.
Don't start that. No,
Right.
that's gaslighting. That's
Right.
gaslighting. No, ain't nobody
Uh,
insecure. I just
Right.
want to
Janelle is
know.
very
Don't you do that.
Jan-
oh, here we go.
Janelle been on it.
Depends on the setting too, because like if you're at a party, then yes, you want to know. But if it's something that y'all not going to be near, then what's the point?
Right.
But if it's something that
Yes.
that y'all can come
Right.
into communication
It kind of
contact,
sounds like
with,
Janelle was in her feelings about that ex. What is
No,
this?
not at
It's like
all. Not
No,
if
at
we
all.
ain't talking,
no.
I ain't talking. It sounds like you in your feelings about
No,
that
not in
ex.
my, not at
How are
all.
you leaving?
Don't you
How
do
are you
that. Don't.
leaving your exes?
No,
Not at
no.
all.
Ow.
Not at all.
It ain't gotta be. See, y'all like to gaslight. It
Right.
ain't gotta be
I
nothing.
mean,
It has nothing to do with nothing. Now correct me if
what,
I'm wrong, Janelle. She's just saying I'm that girl right now. I'm that girl
Right.
that's here, so I'm not worried about her.
Exactly.
Period.
we're talking about in
So,
relationships leaving it amicable, but it sounds like her relationships they don't never leave amicable.
ain't got not one on the books yet. Listen,
are you saying she toxic?
Right.
Okay, we are getting to the root of this. I didn't say it, but you heard it.
I'm just saying hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
Yes, hypothetically. That's what I'm saying. Because
I'm picking up what you're laying down, Janelle. Like
thank you.
sometimes there is those situations where it don't even matter to me. We're together. Our relationship is strong enough to where it could be 10 of hers, and I
Right.
don't care. She ain't me. So I feel like that's what I hear her saying. Now y'all
Yes.
taking it somewhere else.
Yes, Tiffany. You feeling me.
Okay.
Carl like to make things out of things that ain't even there.
Uh
Mhm.
huh.
It's just there. I expose it.
It's not.
He said he exposed it.
It's not like you with me right now. So why am I giving her that energy? Or him? Why are we giving that energy to the ex?
Right, because I mean, technically, you make it like they're not a factor.
If you don't give that energy, then you're gonna have to get it now because you holding out. Why you
How? But what if we already had this conversation about the ex?
so you so
Eh,
you just can't point them out if he walked in. I mean
No,
what is the
I'm
big
not gonna
deal?
say, "Oh, that's my ex." That mean I'm giving him the energy. No.
Even at that moment, even if it was, to the side or just kind of
Later on that night during conversation,
After we left the party.
a gentle nudge.
I would think you was I don't know. Don't let me get to talking.
What, Carl?
Please get to
What,
I,
talking.
I
Carl?
would I would think you're a little bit shysty for telling me a little bit later. You know what I'm
What?
saying? Because again,
Because
because
why are we
again,
giving him that energy though? Why is he the center of it? He's not gonna
well,
be the
give me
center of
that.
attention.
You don't have
If
to give
I'm
me that.
there having a good time, why am I? Oh, by the way, that's my ex right there.
Give me a heads up. Give your man a heads up.
But why? Why am I need to give you a heads up? I'm not even talking to him.
Because he might say something slick. And if your guy not prepared and don't even know who this slick shyster person is, he your ex. So we already know he ain't worthy. You don't know what that person might say. He might be at the bar trying to get you an adult beverage, and he might just pull up. Oh, I see you over there with Shawty I used to deal with.
Maybe he's
The guy
telling
told him
you.
off.
Maybe I know I got this, Billy. Hold on. Maybe he's telling you his love language is words of affirmation, and he needs the words of affirmation, and you just ain't giving it to him. You giving him what you want.
No, I'm just not fitting into the energy. Now, if I knew this was an ex that is going to cause problems, that's going to come up to me and say something, okay, I'm going to give you a heads up. But if I know that me and my ex are not talking, have no type of communication or whatsoever, I don't
Maybe
feel the
haven't seen
need
each
to.
other in years.
Yes, I don't even feel the need to be like, well, that's my ex. For what?
It's
Yeah,
interesting when I asked y'all if y'all wanted to know, y'all was like, yeah. But then
toxic.
when we're saying,
I didn't say yeah. I said, will you bound with
I said
scenario?
yeah.
I said it's a certain scenario. Like if this the same situation, they don't talk. No, because you with me.
Conditional. They conditional. There we
Oh,
go.
there we
Here
go.
we
Well,
go.
here we
Here
go
we
See,
with
go.
the
Here we
Janelle is
go.
Here
very
we go.
conditional. She shows us every episode, every situation.
No, I'm not. How
Gabriel,
is that conditional?
Carl?
Right.
you how is it? You just said when you would do it.
No, I
We're
say
telling
we got
you,
talking about scenarios.
Mhm.
Now, if you got an ex that's gonna come up, that gonna make a scene and act, because you got some of them ex that that's gonna come up to you. Yes, I want to know that's your ex.
and
But if
again,
you know,
how are you leaving your exes where they are just off the chain? Well, let's talk about your how do we look
this
how do we
conversation is not about me. It's about. I'm just saying this is just hypothetically. I'm just saying that's just how I am right now. Like, why give that person that energy to begin with? If you know that y'all ain't seen each other, y'all don't communicate, no whatsoever. Why I'm just gonna point out that's my ex.
but you're not giving your ex the energy. You're giving the energy to your man that you're supposed to be with about what's going on. You don't have to give no energy to your ex. It sounds like your ex affected you and you don't want to deal with it, but that's not to say that you should tell your man about him. But it sounds like you can't tell your man about him because you're still
What?
affected
No,
by him.
absolutely not. No, that is not it.
hmm,
And again, I'm not a relationship expert.
Nah.
We're just a group of friends who just talk and just try to figure things out together. If you're in a relationship, we do advise you seek that therapy, which is always good for that.
so
But
Carl,
yeah,
if
it
you let,
seems like you pretty toxic, Janelle. Sound like you pretty toxic.
I am nowhere near toxic. Nowhere near.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I do not believe that. We won't say who might be toxic on
Right.
here.
right.
Now, we're
We
not
gonna
doing
leave it
that now.
alone.
Listen, I
We're
am
gonna
far
leave
from
that
toxic.
alone.
stay focused, stay focused,
Look at me. Stay
stay
focused.
focused. Definitely not
Okay, let
toxic.
me. I have a question for the guys. Have you ever been in a situation where maybe you're dating a girl and you have like a friend or something to say, "Hey, my homegirl used, or my dude or my homeboy used to date her." How do you handle that? Like, okay, so let me say it again. You just started dating a girl and you have a friend that says, "Hey, my just let you know, my homeboy used to date her." How do you handle that? And does that bother you?
How do you handle to
And
find
does it
out
bother
that your
you?
girl was in the streets?
Well, she got to be in the streets, Carl. She
See,
went in
see.
The streets.
What are you asking? I'm
We, we just
Okay, I'll say it again. Say you've just started dating a girl that, let's just say you really like her, but then you have a friend that's like, "Hey, just letting you know," or it don't even have to be a friend. It could just be like an acquaintance, somebody you know. Just let you know that she used to date my friend. Is that a turn on for you?
do dudes do that?
I'm asking. I don't know, because I'll say this for women. There's always that chick that
Dated that
he used
dude.
to he used to date my friend ass girl.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who cares?
Probably
He
years
used to try
ago.
to talk to my friend. Yeah, he used to, and it might have been in the third grade. Who knows? He used to
Right.
try to talk to my friend. So, like, okay, so ladies, we deal with that. What do you guys think about that? That chick that always, soon as she find out you're dating somebody, girl, he used to talk to my friend, or he used to want to talk to my friend, or he was in my friend's inbox. So
He ain't in her
That
inbox
was the
no
for
more.
past.
me, it's a
I'm
so.
tired of it.
Right.
That might be
Right.
a
It's
that
like
might be
so
a
what?
lady thing. That might be a thing that ladies do.
Okay,
I
so
don't.
men don't ever talk
So
about.
So men don't be like,
started.
oh yeah, my homeboy hit that. Y'all men don't say that.
That's
Uh,
possible, but I'm saying if that's the if
Billy, do
I'm
they do it or
assuming,
not?
I'm not sure.
but how would you handle it?
Okay, there you go. Would that bother you?
If some guy just
A
said
friend or an
it's
acquaintance or whatever?
Somebody that you know.
somebody I
Yes.
know is like one of his friends that I don't know used to deal with the young lady,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure.
Does that turn you off from her?
Carl said she been in the streets. She
Don't
got
listen to Carl. Why?
Right.
Right.
That could have just been one of her exes.
That could have been a long time ago. Why is her past affecting what's going on now?
I don't know. I've never had
Because
that, so I
everybody
can't.
has an ex, right? Everybody at our
Right.
age now,
Yeah,
everybody has an
sure.
ex.
But I just have never had that as an experience, so I don't. I'm not qualified to answer that question.
Carl, how would you handle that? C
Oh
Wade.
Lord.
Well, here's the thing. You made it sound like, you know, somebody come up to you to kind of like pull your chain about a woman you trying to put on a pedestal, and they knocking you down, and that's all that's what it all is. It feels like. So
Hmm.
automatically it feels like, okay, that's that's a strike against what we got going on, because she's been with
Really?
somebody that you know about, or a friend, and that ain't cool. We want somebody who, and it's somebody who you said somebody who I really like, who I just started dating.
You,
I
yeah.
don't want everybody to know, especially a personal. Now, if it's a guy she went to school with or high school with, or I don't know, but if it's in my
Hmm.
immediate circle, you like, dang, that's
It ain't
weird.
her
It
fault.
it
She
can only
didn't
go
know
so
you.
far. It is her fault,
So that
because
eliminate. So that eliminate her from because she didn't mess with your homeboy friend.
And
And
you
she
don't
met
know the
them at
friend,
different
yes,
mind you.
times.
You you you
She should
don't
have
know the
waited.
friend.
She should have waited for me.
But she didn't know that you. She didn't know that was your friend or that was your homeboy.
and
Whatever.
and you don't know his friend. You and his friend
Right.
are
but
not
here's the
friends.
thing:
Y'all have
you
no.
you done made a situation. See, when
No,
you
we
make
didn't.
situations with men, you done made a situation. Now, if we didn't know, and don't we don't know that, and that's his friend, and they just we riding. But now that we know, now it's a situation, and we don't care to be in that situation.
So it's her situation by default because she was messing with your homeboy friend, but she just now. But you didn't. She didn't know you.
You heard, too close for comfort.
Well, why that ain't your
Really?
friend?
Right.
So now it's her fault. So now she gotta be punished per
And then
se.
who is this man doing all this talking like this?
That's my point. Who's the guy doing that? Who's talking? What guy is
Well,
talking like
maybe
that?
it was just in conversation. It could have
Right.
been in
Because, like
conversation.
Janelle said, y'all don't ever have a situation where it's like, my homeboy so and so hit that or whatever. However, men talk, I don't know.
Mm-mm,
Mm.
mm-mm.
Okay. You say that don't happen with men. Okay.
I'm not saying it don't. I
I'm
don't
like,
recall the last time such a thing has happened.
I keep telling y'all, Carl runs a tight program. Like
Clearly,
these
because
women don't
it's
stand a chance.
she can eliminate it
With
by default.
yes,
You didn't get to know her.
I
at
done been through some
all. Like, and
things.
then
I
I'm
done
and the
been through some
scenario
things.
is, oh, okay. We don't want to. I don't want to bring nothing up.
And I guess we all
Okay.
have, because we talking about exes. We know some leave happy, some don't, and some really don't.
It happens one way or another. Uh, there was
I
some
try
We
to
all
make
know we
sure
devalued.
I
So
try
she,
I try to make sure
so
my
she's
exes are better
devalued.
off.
Yeah, okay.
what did you say, Carl?
I try to make sure my exes are better off. So I
Are
don't have to
better
worry about
off.
them. So I don't have to worry about them.
So a man shouldn't have no problem dating one of your exes because she better off since she's dated you.
Right.
Oh, they're gonna have a hard time
Why is it gonna be hard?
Well,
because they they dated
She's
me.
not yours no more.
doesn't matter.
That's fine, and that's
Talking
fine.
about standards and preferences. You introduce them to a certain standard, and it's going to be difficult to replace the standard. That's all I think Carl is saying.
I mean, I can get that.
So it's really going to be difficult for a guy. That's all he's saying.
So
It's not
it,
gonna
so
be
But
you
you
so
never know. She
perhaps
may have.
it's hard. Perhaps it's hard for a lady to even leave you because it sounds like you're so great.
Right.
No, no, I am great though. Thank you. No. I'm not always great. We all have our flaws and we do our things.
This is true.
But,
Okay, so you admitted that.
but however, when I'm dedicated to in a relationship, I'm dedicated and I'm a good guy. I have been
And I believe
I
that
have
though.
been I have been kidnapped in relationships. I have kidnapped in relationships.
Okay, so let me ask you this. What does being kidnapped mean?
Being there longer than you're supposed to when one person try to get out of it and the other person's holding them hostage.
So at what point do you be like, okay, I need to really get out of this and let go? How long do you stay kidnapped?
Yeah, when do you release your hostage?
It can be,
And how can a grown ass man be kidnapped and held hostage? But go off.
tended to his love language.
Okay, fair enough.
Then there's that.
Mm-hmm.
Who else got any more fun scenarios?
Well, I had one word you never seen. Why do y'all be like your ex was crazy?
Oh, yeah.
That's the first thing.
Let's tell us more.
Why do men say that women are crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Because that is their perception of what happened at the end of that relationship, which probably was something toxic that traumatized the young man based on their exit.
But do they take accountability for what they done did for her to act that way?
Because you can't make her crazy, then call her crazy.
But even if he made her crazy, the action that she demonstrated, if it was crazy, is warranted. Whether he made her crazy or not, that doesn't discount the fact that she was acting crazy. You can't say, yo, my ex was crazy without saying she was crazy, because she was crazy, if that's what the young man says. Now,
do you think a
there's a
man can
reason.
drive a lady to that point? Exactly. That's what I was saying, Gaynell. You think a man can drive a lady to that point?
Absolutely. So if a guy says that, then I think that the strategic question should be, well, what did you do that might have caused her?
Yes.
But we're not
There we
discounting that
go.
she was crazy. For sure she was crazy. Now, what did you do? That's the follow-up question.
Have you ever had a crazy ex?
I think we've all had
No, it's crazy.
We've all had some experiences with people who have probably gone too far. Read this on the internet.
Can you, without saying who or the situation, can you take accountability of perhaps why she went crazy?
Absolutely. I've grown up and matured as a young man, and I can see some things that I may have done to contribute, possibly.
What happened, friend?
Can this episode be part of the Lost Files?
Wow. You don't want to be next. You won't be put in the hot seat.
The archives. I'm good with it. I'll say, you know, that in being responsible, even in being responsible, sometimes people can act crazy, and I do believe that I've seen that before too. So that means that you guys, not you guys, but women could be crazy responsibly or irresponsibly. So crazy just comes with it sometimes.
Yeah, I
What's a
mean, men can
responsible
too.
crazy?
I know.
Yeah.
I got a question for you guys.
Oh boy, let's go. Okay.
Have you ever circled back around to your ex?
What do you mean circle back?
Yeah.
And how did that work out?
Huh.
Um, it worked. I mean, it just depends on it growth and maturity.
I've never circled back.
It didn't work for me.
Janelle, you have Janelle.
When it was done, it was done. I'm
It was
sorry.
done. We already knew that answer. You didn't
Whatever,
want to
Carl.
look at it, talk at him.
Because I gave too
Tiffany.
many chances, so it was done. It was
Oh, it didn't work for me.
Mm.
We don't all mature.
done. Have you ever circled back, Carl?
No, so I just want to kind of prove a point where if you still in touch with that ex, he has an opportunity to reconnect because he was that ex, and if that ex is in that life, it's gonna keep on. He's the opportunity.
Sometimes it's not even
No
about that being
way.
in their life. Sometimes you can just catch up from years in the
Right.
past. You ain't have to necessarily be
Let
in
me tell you
connection
something
all the
about
time.
my ex and the one that we spent the blocking and it didn't work. Like literally, if he was the last man on earth, I would demand a recount. Like
So,
absolutely
so
not.
what you are in a kidnapped ex relationship. So some of your exes is kidnapping you because you're tied to them for kid reasons, for finance reasons, for whatever reason that you have to communicate with them.
Well, if that was the case, okay, that was the case. You know, I once was blind, but now I see.
Mhm.
That wasn't the move.
Wow.
Mm-mm. No way, Jose, Juan, or Julio. No,
So nothing, no more, huh?
at all, at all. Mm-mm.
What about you, Billy?
I don't have any interest in exes. They became an ex for a reason.
So you ain't
Have
never
you
spent a block.
ever even?
Yup,
Nah,
it's glitching
Janelle
out. It's
trying to
glitching.
leave. She's trying to leave.
It's glitching.
It ain't glitching. It ain't
What was the
Right.
question?
glitching.
What was the question?
You ain't never spent the block.
Mm, no.
Rekindle the old flame.
Mm,
Nah, this is like get you episode, boy. They try to get you.
Your truth is your truth, Billy.
yeah, the truth is the truth. That is the truth. That is the
I
truth.
say your truth is your truth. So
That is the truth. I'm telling you, that's the truth.
okay,
What's the truth?
we'll take it. We'll
What's the
take
truth?
it. You said you've never spent the block or rekindled a no flame.
I didn't
So if
even give
that's
an
the
answer.
case,
I just said,
oh okay, okay. Well then okay. Well go ahead and give the answer.
I know that men sometimes rekindle relationships, and that's okay if that's what they choose to do. Good answer?
If that's your answer, that's your answer.
Yeah,
Okay, right on.
that's the answer.
Okay.
Janelle made it
Did
better.
everybody answer the question?
What I miss?
I think so.
Have you ever
So
spent the
Billy has
block?
Billy's never spent the block or rekindled an old flame.
We didn't really answer the question. Is what happened.
What?
Okay.
I'll say that's not my standard. Let's do it that way. Traditionally, no.
Okay. Right on.
But we've all grown. Maybe we all have once or twice or thrice in
Well,
the
here's the
past.
thing. It takes a long
Perhaps.
time to get over a relationship, especially if you've been in one that's meaningful and deep. I think I read somewhere it takes 17 months and 26 days to get over a
Dang.
relationship.
Mm.
That's fair.
And I would say, by definition, are we talking about relationships or just dealing with somebody? Because if you're saying relationships, then no. I'm talking about like significant relationships, and that answer is no.
Well, like dealing with somebody because you know how, for instance, say for instance, you're in a relationship, you break up with
Hmm.
that person. You got this person on the side that you probably keep going back and forth to.
That ain't
Right.
real. That
That
ain't the
ain't.
real
That's what I'm
one.
saying. That don't count. Relationship, no. That answer is no. Any significant relationship and
Okay.
that breakup, that's never. It's never. It's never.
So why the other
But
one ain't real?
because they just you talking about if you just randomly date
It's
somebody, like if you date somebody without establishing a significant relationship and then you stop seeing them and then you go out and date with them again, that I mean, that's just a continuation of what it was before. That's not. That's not to me. That doesn't qualify
you
the
have to
same.
be in a relationship to call somebody to break up to be an ex.
Right. So if you never were in a relationship, you never broke up with them. So that if we're talking about relationship where I'm your guy and you're my girl, and you didn't met my parents, I done met your parents, and that's different. Like that is a relationship. I've never anybody any of those people that have been we have decided not to be together anymore. Then no, nothing bad. It's
And I
just
think too, men and women sometimes have different definitions of relationships.
true.
Mm-hmm.
This is definitely true.
And that's where it goes into you make her crazy.
Right.
That's possible
Right.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Well,
y'all
we're
would
talking
do
about that
things.
on one
Huh.
episode recently where we were talking about like intimacy causes this um, Velcro attachment sometimes when men may not be necessarily as attached, and
Right.
naturally for women that there's maybe more magnetic attachment, whereas with guys it takes us a little bit longer to be magnetically attached.
Okay, you said that. So I was watching. I don't know if y'all seen Kurt Franklin's YouTube show where he have all the men on there. It's called the Den or
King.
something like that. I don't
Den of
know.
Kings.
Yeah, Den of Kings. So the gang was on there, and he was like, um, he didn't realize. Well, he just came to himself when in his 40s. From because he was saying something about how you know the men they know they're not intentional with this woman. They know they're just stringing her along, and sometimes they
Wow.
can't look at their self in the mirror because they know they didn't play this with this woman's emotions. So have you ever been in that situation where you know that this ain't who you want and you know she has feelings for you, but you keep getting involved?
Mm, what is being involved? How do you define being involved? What does that mean?
Being involved, like going on dates, spending time, doing all the relationship things, but not in a
Nah.
relationship.
Here's the, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Gaynell is a twin like her sister because she don't listen either. Right?
I guess Tiffany,
We
you are triplet.
we then told you that for men After you done showed us that you're not really the one, when you've proved it, when you showed it, and that man is just kind of hanging around. He's kind of just there now. Maybe you are giving him the access, and that's what's keeping him around. But in his mind, he's probably set his he probably said that you're not going to be that one. And yes, it is messed up that it's like that because the woman's feelings and emotions is getting involved. Why it seems like he's stringing her along. However, he didn't already told her, and which he should have, that the standards wasn't met, or he done said it and said it and said it till he ain't said it no more. So now he's just in a place where he's just on the end where it's just for he's there probably for the ride.
But why still hang on for the ride? This is what gets y'all in trouble.
Right.
And this is
Yep.
where chaos comes from because
Okay, let me sit
y'all
up.
stringing these women along and she get emotionally attached, but then you don't know why she act like this
So,
But you
all
know
right.
she has
because
emotions
you
and
won't let her
feelings
go.
for you.
And why do y'all do that? If you know you don't want this woman, why string her along? Even I know the access is there, but why take if you know she really likes you and she's probably giving you the access because she really likes
Like,
you. You know you don't want her. So why keep and it's probably a dumb question, but why keep taking it? Like leave her
right,
set her
leave.
free. Let her go. Can't you just say no? This ain't for me. I don't really want you. I don't want to do this. I don't want the access. Like, just let
Because you're
her
getting
go.
access somewhere else, so why still keep her to get access?
Yeah.
Right. And is there a guilt with that?
Yeah. Hello.
And
So
again,
I would say,
go ahead.
I
I'm
would
speaking
say
in
that it would
general,
be
but go
guilt
ahead.
if someone is being intentional and causing someone pain like that. So I don't know that world. I don't know the world where somebody wants to be in a relationship with you. You know you don't want to be in a relationship with them, but you're dragging them. I don't know that. I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't think that that would be a good thing to do. I think that
Okay.
communicating,
So you've never done that.
I mean, not as
So
in an
you've never
over
done that.
strung somebody along about a
Okay.
relationship.
Not
Like,
even a
no, you're
relationship,
saying
just
that you
keep
have
dealing with this
never
person.
So
right.
do you,
Whether it's like let's say there's no relationship. Now let's say there's no relationship. If you've never been in a let's say situation where you know a woman likes you and she's giving you the access, you know you don't like her, but yet you still keep taking it. You don't do that. And never you just don't do that.
no, I'm saying that's a situation. That's not a relationship, though. Like you guys are asked saying, why would we drag somebody in a relationship when we've not
So there we
established
go
any.
with
It's not let's
words. There
drop
go we
okay,
go with
drop the word
words.
relationship. Drop the
Why are we
word
dropping it?
relationship. You know
That's
If
that's the
you in a
key part of the whole
situation,
because
thing.
that's where you're getting confused. That's where you're getting confused.
Hold
Let's
your
just
camera. Hold
say
up, hold your camera
you know
straight.
the woman likes
I
you.
thought she threw the camera
You
at me.
getting worked up.
I got it. Let's just say you know the woman likes you and she's giving you the access because she
she
likes you. And so you've never taken advantage of that and have and gotten the access knowing you don't like that. You don't want that woman. That's what you're saying. You don't do that to women.
What I'm saying is, Gay Nail said, "Why are we stringing them along?
Oh,
Nobody's stringing anybody along if it's a situationship and you understand the situation. Like, no, what is the string along? Like to me, this is let me give it to you this way. When you say string along, that means like, yo, a guy is playing to my emotions, knowing that I want to be with him, and he's acting like he wants to be with me. Like that's not being true. That's not being true. But if he ain't taking you out on no dates, he ain't introducing you to nobody. Y'all ain't doing nothing other than hanging out on the occasion. That ain't no relationship. Like
No,
how would you even get that? How would you get relationship out of that?
see,
I
you got
think
us
I
on a
think
I
I
you
think
said
got
she
that
us on
you're
a
thinks,
doing
hamster
all the
and
wheel.
the other
things
woman
in a,
thinks
I
it's a
said that you're
relationship.
doing all the things in a relationship, like taking her out on dates and doing all this, but you don't want to be in a relationship, but you're doing all the things that you do in a relationship.
So that's my point. So that's why I'm asking for clarification. Gaynell, your question is doing all the things that are in a relationship, which is the string along, correct? But if a guy
Mm-hmm.
is not doing those things and on the occasion has excess,
Well,
what is
that's
the
on
string along?
her.
Okay, thank you. Say it again for the people in the back in the choir. Like if there's no relationship stuff going on, what is the confusion about? Like Tiffany, I understand your question, but what I'm adding to that, if there are no relationship things going on, how are we concluding?
Right.
Where does that even come from?
So what I said was no relationship things going on, but you know this lady likes you because men know when women like them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guys
You
like
know
me.
she likes you, and she's giving you the access because she likes you. You know you don't want to be with her, then why even deal with the access? Move on and leave her alone. I'm saying, why does that happen?
Hey, bro, I was trying to hold it in. Why you do that?
I can't stand y'all. I can't stand y'all. That's terrible. Oh,
Right.
that's terrible. That's
What?
Because y'all
terrible.
are selfish. I can't leave this girl alone.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you said that. Did you say guys are selfish?
Yes.
Are we saying that women are not selfish?
I didn't
Y'all
say
don't.
that.
Oh, okay. Well,
See, don't you turn it. Don't you spin it.
Right. I
We
didn't
gonna
say
stay
that.
right here. Don't
we
you
are.
spin it.
So we can say we're selfish. We can say that both men and women are selfish in this regard. So Tiffany, if that's what you're asking, have I been selfish? Absolutely, but so have women. The women, it's not different. Like I'm not
It's
independently
all
being
selfish
selfish.
in her part because you keep saying she likes him. She likes him because she's doing it because she likes him. So that's
But
only
how
So
was
she
selfish,
that
you
being
know.
selfish for
she's being
her?
because she
How was
is
So
she
she's
being
been
selfish?
selfish on
it's
liking
That's
serving
him
her
her
to
being
give him
vulnerable.
access,
That's her
and
being
he's
Right.
being
vulnerable.
selfish to
wait.
access to
So that's
accept
not
it.
her. That's not her being selfish, and I'm not against being selfish. I'm saying that's not her being selfish and trying to fulfill what herself wants. Like let's just say she's compromising the standard for now. If that's what, let's say she's compromising the standard with the hopes of advancing to the relationship. That is being selfish because you're serving self. You're like, I'm gonna do this because it may be in my best. Whose interest is
So
it in?
it was all good last episode when she wanted to give extra, you know. Now she's giving this extra. Go
Mm-hmm.
ahead, get that
Y'all
extra.
ain't right.
Right.
Y'all ain't
Yeah,
right.
I was on that
Y'all ain't
episode.
right.
I'm gonna do one of these extra love languages that he
Y'all
don't
not
even want
right.
because I'm just wanting to be okay.
Mm-mm.
Well, acts of service. I get what
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
saying. So we're saying
So
when we
I'm going back to, so Gaynell said that the original question was, y'all don't feel guilty for doing that?
not at all.
Y'all
So
don't
no.
have it.
Why?
Okay.
If you know that this woman is emotional and she has emotions for you, and y'all know how she feels about you, why isn't there any guilt?
Because they don't.
Um, guilty about what though? What is the guilt about?
I
Like
ain't answer them trick questions. What you guilty? What you guilty for? What
Guilty
you
of
got
what?
guilt?
like
What is
for
the guilt
instance,
Why?
like
about?
like if like for instance, you may be thinking to yourself, I know she likes me, I know she wants to be with me, I know this, I know that, I know I can have her, but I just want her for this. But you're also doing all the things to woo her, to make her fall for you. But in your mind, it's different because you just want her for one thing.
Y'all
Is
keep
she
adding
aware?
stuff.
Is she aware?
Y'all doing that
And
extra
she
stuff.
knows she not aware. Because in her mind, she thinking y'all cool.
See, okay. This scenario that you're speaking of, Gaynell, is this woman aware that
Billy,
this
do
man?
they know your ex? Are they working for your ex? Are they
No, no, I
pulling it
think they're
out
just
on this
talk.
episode?
I think this is just in general. I don't think that's a me thing. I don't think it's a
No.
me thing. No, I told you my ex was we broke up on great terms. It was good.
Just general questions because
Yeah,
not most men like to just they know they have no interest in this woman, but they keep dealing with her just for the access. So
so
why
so
continue?
so here's my question. Can we couple the question? Does the woman know that he has no interest in the scenario that you're giving me? Because if
How
she
is
know,
how is she gonna know he had no interest if he's showing interest in her? If he doing all the things, taking on dates and spending
that,
time,
that-
why
But
would
yeah,
she not
you didn't
feel
say that
that
at
he's not
first.
interested?
Yes, she
well,
did.
Gaynell did, Tiffany didn't. So I'm saying those are two different scenarios
Mhm.
where Gaynell, your scenario, yours, when you're talking about doing all of the other things that are in the relationship, that is completely different than you seeing somebody occasionally. You may have some moments of intimacy with this person, but none of what you're talking about. How does that person conclude that you're in a relationship just because they? I'm saying that woman knows, like whoever that person is, that woman or man, because it can be either way. I'm saying that person knows. So if the person isn't doing what you're saying, isn't that the clue? Isn't that the answer?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like
Okay.
if I get what you're saying. You saying if they're not doing anything but y'all hook up every once in a while, then
What's confusing? And so now to go
that's
to
on
your
her,
point, I agree
huh?
with you as well. Then, so I'm saying I am agreeing with you as well. I don't know that that's fair. You're playing the part, but that's different. So I don't agree with that. If that's I'm agreeing with you that that does not make sense for you to know that you're not this person is not the one, but you're treating and dragging them along as if they may be the one. Then I don't agree with that.
Carl, what do you think?
Right.
Y'all confused. Y'all are so confusing. Y'all be switching up, saying stuff, and attacking, and I don't even know, adding stuff.
How we attacking?
Y'all all gas, no brakes.
So do y'all have
But
any
there's
questions
no guilt
regarding?
in that scenario.
In the scenario that you're talking about,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Where is the guilt coming from? I mean, that's like asking, is she guilty for liking them?
The guilt
It's
come
neither
from
it's
leading her
neither here
on.
nor there.
So you don't feel guilty that you didn't let this girl alone, knowing that she wasn't gonna be nothing to you.
leading her
Well,
on in the way
in
that
in the
Gaynell
in the
described.
in the first
Yeah.
scenario, I
You don't do that.
it was it was we done told her, that man done told her that he didn't met her didn't meet her standard, and she knows that because
Do y'all
she's
really
not
say
doing the
that to
things.
women?
They know that if they're not going further
No, they
than
don't.
No, y'all
No,
don't
they
say.
don't.
if you ain't going to mama's house and Thanksgiving dinner and Thanksgiving is next week, ladies. You been with that man 2 years and
And you ain't seen a plate.
you ain't been to his mama's house and she is alive. You ain't the one.
So why does he
February
have to
15th is
say
her
that? Like,
day.
isn't that he does he have to say something? Doesn't that automatically fit the description?
I said February 15th is her day.
Maybe you might be at the Super Bowl.
You know when you are not the one that it's you know women know when they don't want to be with a man, they're not gonna do what they're gonna do what he expects, and they get told that in conversations, and they still be there. And this is the situation that happens. This is the relationship that it becomes. Not a real relationship, a situational ship. So there's
I guess I don't understand why you just don't cut it off. Like I don't want her. She ain't the
Right.
one. I need to move on. Why you just don't cut it off? Cause I'm that way. If I know I don't want nobody, I will bounce like a bad check. There's no need for me to stick around.
it.
Right, because that's like wasting your time and energy.
So,
Yeah.
so Tiffany, I'm gonna go to your scenario, and if that's okay. What's the cutoff? Like if you barely are even if you barely have any communication with the person and you'd only see them very random, what are you cutting off? What's the cutoff?
But that's different. If it's
Not even
very, very random,
it
if
ain't
it's
even
very
cut on.
random, huh?
It's not even cut on. So if it's random, go ahead.
Yeah, if in that scenario, if it's just random when y'all see each other, then sure, that's fine. And
It
you
is
both
what it
have the
is.
understanding that we just gonna do what we do when we see each other. Totally get it. Everybody's grown in that situation.
Okay, got it.
We are talking about when you know a woman likes you and you know she's giving you access because she likes you and you're just taking it and stringing her along. Why do you do that?
Mm,
Carl
Why?
busted out laughing.
Why else would she give you it? Give you access because she like you, right? You just said it.
Yeah, but you
Right. So
said,
why
I'm
won't you
saying,
let
if
go?
you know you don't like her, you're
So
just getting it because she giving it to you.
Right. You know she's not gonna move forward.
Right.
so are we to assume that you all are saying that she's giving him the access because she believes it's going to move forward?
Yeah.
Yeah.
or because she likes him.
Both.
Is it okay?
I like
Yeah.
this. I
Right.
like this.
She
Hold on.
likes him and she thinks that
let me
it's gonna move, that the relationship is gonna progress at some time.
But you already know that you don't like her like that. So but all
Right.
you want to do is just continue to get the access. Why do you just can't let her go? Let the access
Yeah.
go too.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Why?
I
Why?
cannot with him.
Why?
I cannot with him.
And it's the same question. It's the same
I
question.
cannot. I can't.
Hey, this is a funny question.
Why
I'm
is it
so
funny?
confused, bro. I'm so confused.
That confusing.
I don't know
Like,
how that's
Why?
confusing. That was a direct question.
Why? What?
all right, all right. I got a
Ooh.
question. I got a question. I got a question. This woman that you all are speaking about, does she not understand that she is not, is? So you're saying she doesn't know that she's not the one? She's like, well, maybe I could be the one, knowing she's not the one.
Oh, there y'all go with these words. Why y'all just can't
No,
answer
no,
the
no.
question?
Hold on, sis. Come on. Okay. Let me. I don't. Let me give you some different words so that you can go with me. Um, she likes the guy. She's giving him access with the anticipation or the desire to want to advance the relationship forward, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she
Yep.
believes that that is a possibility.
Yes.
By how he moving with her, yes. She's not
Yes.
just
And
gonna believe it just on the strength of just because she giving. He has to be doing some
She
things
ain't just
to
pulled it
make
out
her
the sky.
believe it.
Right.
So the question I want to pose to you guys is, why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he not accept it if she keeps giving it to him and she likes him? Why wouldn't he?
Because you don't like her.
Right.
Right? You don't like her, but you spending money on her and
uh,
spending
that's
time.
that's still, your scenario is different
And
though. Yours is
Oh,
different.
are they talking about a different
We're
scenario?
Yeah,
talking
we
about
talking
a
about a whole
different one.
Scenarios.
different one.
We're talking
Oh,
about a different one. Yours is certified stamp. We good.
oh, my bad.
So
So
Janelle, does she believe, based on the circumstances, she is still under the impression that she could possibly be the one? Be can get to
Yeah.
gay nails people level? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because she
Oh,
well,
like she like him
keep
and
giving them
she
access. Maybe it'll work out one day.
yeah. Hang in
but the
there.
question
Hang in
was,
there.
why don't
Right.
y'all just leave? Leave her
This is
alone.
why
That was the
Carl laughing.
question.
Why would he leave?
because you don't think that's taking advantage of a
Right.
situation.
You don't think she's taking advantage of a situation too? She's
You
taking
don't think that's
advantage.
playing? You don't think that's playing with a
Her
woman's heart
emotion.
when you know that ain't when you know you don't want her? Like let her go and like Janelle said. I like what Janelle said. Let her and the exes go. Carl, don't you dare start laughing.
Put it on mute. I'm just not understanding. I guess I don't know.
I
I
don't
mean, I'm not.
understand. Like that you don't understand.
Right.
If the young lady is dealing with the guy, you're saying so. You all right? Let me go y'all route. You know what? This is so amazing, but I know that you're not gonna be the one. And as much as you like me, and I like you liking me, I think I should just let you go.
Yeah.
Is that what it should sound like?
What's wrong?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, y'all take that clip and spin it a couple times for when we post it.
Carl, why are you looking like that?
because because let's say you done said that and you done let her know, and from you guys' conversation, it sounds like, well, at least from the first scenario, it sounds like we don't let him know that, and she likes him, so she's trying to use that to make him like her. And if she's doing that, then that's what she's doing. So why should he feel guilty
So now you
for
turning this
something?
to a whole nother thing. The question is, you're talking to this girl. This girl likes you, but you have no interest in her whatsoever. But you all you want is the access from her. Why not just let her and the access go?
Well, you just said all I want is the access from her. So
But
then
you getting this
all I want
access
is
for
the access from
somewhere else.
her.
You can get the access from somewhere else.
You just told
You don't have to
me
get it specifically from her.
you just told me she's giving me the access.
So you will take her and somebody you can access from everywhere, huh?
Now you keep
Whoever
saying
off.
I'm speaking generically and, and,
Right.
and, and in general. So I'm responding to what you're saying. And yes,
I guess that's the difference between men and women because if there's a man and he's like wanting to deal with me and I know I don't want to deal with him and I say that you're friend zoned, you don't need to come on to
Right.
me anymore because I'm
It ain't
we're
gonna
not
be
it's not going
nothing.
to be that, and he continues block.
But that's the
I
difference,
I take I
Tiffany.
remove you,
The
huh?
difference is
And I guess that's the difference too, because women, you got to have some type of physical attraction or even like them to give them access.
Yeah. And
Apparently, men
if
don't.
I tell you, and I'm not gonna tell you more than once. When you're friend zoned, you're friend zoned. Don't keep coming on to me. Don't keep saying I don't know. You're done. Blocked.
they can't upgrade.
I done told you that you're a friend zone. So you can stop the good morning beautiful text because they ain't going nowhere.
He
They
can just
getting
figure out this
deleted and you
quality of
getting
time.
blocked.
Or the DM.
Yeah, yeah. So but y'all are saying no, we don't do that. If she
She
like me
give it
enough
in.
and she give up the access,
We gonna take it as long as we
that's on
can.
her. Yeah, that's on her.
and again, that's for those lost souls, those men who are out here, and not seeking those real relationships, and you know,
Speaking in general terms.
speaking in general terms, definitely.
Okay, I just want to talk to Janelle and Gaynell right now because the three of us all have sons. We have to make sure that we tell our sons if you do not like a girl, keep it moving.
Mm-hmm.
Don't drag her along. Don't
Pay with
take her
her
access. Let her
feelings.
go. Yes,
So here we go with
out
this
the gate.
again.
Let her
So
go.
so so here so
What?
so here we go with this again. We always want to tell our sons what good to do for women. What are we telling the women? What are you telling the women?
Hmm.
I
We
don't have a
tell
daughter.
our girls how to carry themselves and how to respect themselves and value themselves.
Well,
So
quit
that
trying to give him all of that access, and
so
he
that
don't
might
like
look
your
like, hey,
what?
Don't give him the access if he
Right.
doesn't want to be in a relationship with you. That maybe what versus just telling your son. Maybe we tell the daughters that too.
Well, I guess
Well,
I'm
Tiffany
saying
don't
as
have a
a
son. I
person,
mean, a daughter. So she's
Mm-hmm.
speaking as
and
far
I
as
guess
just the
I'm
son.
saying as a boy mom, there comes a point where when you know a girl likes you and you know you don't like her, but she's giving you the access, at that point, you are controlling the situation. So you need to say when you know you don't want her, you need to, like Janelle said, you need to let her and the access go. And because
What's
then you'll be wondering why you don't woke up in the morning and your windows done got busted
Right,
with her on the phone.
exactly. That's what I'm
You
about to
was
say, because that
playing with
causes a
her.
lot of chaos, and y'all bring it to y'all bring it to yourselves for doing it.
so next thing you know, they're on the podcast with you and I, Carl, and they're like, "Yo, crazy done blew out my she done
Listen,
blew out my
I
windows."
never, no sir,
I've never.
I ain't never busted no windows out no
Me
car,
either.
and I know when it's time to go.
Remember, we're
Right.
speaking in general. We
But
know you find ladies are the exception to the rule, right? But there are what y'all like to say 9 times out of 10. I swear when y'all say that, y'all kill me with that. 9 times out of 10, you know what I'm saying? So if we take the access away from them, they might act crazy. Speaking in general terms.
Have you ever had an ex bust out a window or damage something?
I
Anybody?
haven't.
who?
Oh.
No.
And I
Have
haven't
you?
ever. Right.
Did the
Have you
ladies all
what?
You
say they
you
never?
you know
I have
why?
never.
Because usually men don't do
I
that.
never.
If I ask Billy, he
But
probably say yeah. If
Oh
I ask, he
man.
probably say yeah.
I'm drop
Men don't usually do that,
man.
but women usually.
What did you do?
I've never.
listen, I've never I have seen men like on TikTok and stuff, like somebody that recorded where men do go crazy and do that too. Not y'all, but men do go crazy and do that too. And I'll tell you when men do it. Men do it when the woman tries to move on and he ain't ready to move on, or
Mm-hmm.
he didn't think she was gonna move on. Then you
Or
go
if
crazy. Now
he's
you done cheated on her 10 times, but when she tried to move on with somebody because you done cheated 10 times, men get upset and get an attitude, and that's when her windows get busted and her tires get flattened. It
Mm.
does happen.
Well,
He
that's
was just
interesting.
loving them girls. He was gonna get right back.
on that note, anyway. Tonight was a good conversation. Let's end this with the final thought. Who
A
wants to go?
positive one.
Oh, okay. Let's see here.
I'll go first. I will
Okay.
say treat people like you want to be treated.
And I want to say, what goes around comes around.
I'm gonna go ahead and chime in and say that X is for the next. Keep it moving.
I'm just going to say be true to yourself and treat people like you want to be treated, like Gaynell said. And don't play
Yeah.
with people's emotions or you're going to be in
And I'm
trouble.
gonna
Yeah.
say a true relationship is someone who accepts your past, supports your presence, and loves you and encourages your future. We'll see y'all next time.
Thank
Bye.
y'all for tuning in to Candy Connections. Make sure
Bye.
y'all follow our page and our Instagram and Facebook page at Candy Connections. Follow our YouTube. If you have any questions, comments, contact us at candyconnectionskc@gmail.com. Remember, you deserve the kind of love you give. Bye, y'all.
Bye.